I maxed out the new Heroic Torch equipment and I want to take it into Legend League and find out if it's good. Now, I really think that the only army in the game that will really benefit from this in any way is the Super Yeti attack. I just think it's it's just so underwhelming in every other army that it just won't work really well. And this is the only army that I think it makes sense with. But even then, I'm not totally sold on it. So that's what this video is for, right? I think I want the Rage Gem and not the Eternal Tome. And because of that, we're going to take out one Super Yeti, add a couple of healers. We're taking out one Revive and adding a Recall. I've had problems with my Royal Champion dying in stupid spots, and then I just can't revive her. So after the Rocket Spear is done, I'm going to recall the Royal Champion and then put her with the army. Shout out to 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗖𝗛 in Discord, by the way, for that suggestion. So we're going to go ahead and dive into Legend League like this and find out, does this Heroic Torch work? Is it good? Does it make sense to use with this army specifically? Now, I'm trying to think of how exactly I want to tackle this base. If I put the Super Yetis on this corner over here, they die. The Royal Champion's going to have to fight this as well, though. So what we'll do is, we will sacrifice 2 Super Yetis. Oh, well, maybe that will get the Hook Tower. Maybe that's not all bad. Oh, not quite. Poison Tower, though. That's kind of sick. We're going to recall there. That's good enough for me. And then wall break here. We're all splitting up and stuff. This is the one downside of like a base like this. This is definitely, we're going to put this queen over here to help with them. And maybe it would have been better if I had popped my ability early. Let's go ahead and pop it now. Pop the king ability right here. Seems really good. Put one super barb on the back end. The Yetis do step into this compartment, which is really nice. They're benefiting from like the damage reduction and stuff. Dude, the Giant and the Royal Champion just work so well together. Holy. And there's the Phoenix because we recalled her, which normally you wouldn't have. Actually get the Ricochet Cannon down because of that. This is looking really good, I think. I just need to revive the Royal Champion, and I think we're set. How was the Heroic Torch there, though? Was it worth it? I think this probably would have been crushed anyway, but it's definitely crushed, right? You can't say it's not. Okay, and there goes the Broom Witch. Get wrecked. Fucking hate those things. All right. Pack number 1, pretty convincing. We swag 2 revives. It's hard to say, and I'm only going to show off 4 attacks in this video, so it's going to really be hard to tell what's better. Maybe it will be obvious by the end, right? But I don't think that will be the case. It'll kind of be something that we'll have to test for like a week or so with a whole bunch of data, but right now, I don't know. One thing I'm not 100% sure what we should be doing is when to use the ability. Is it like right at the start? Is that better? Is it a little bit later on in the raid? Should I be using my king ability first and then that later? I don't fully know exactly when the best timing is for everything, right? All right, I would love to get... Yeah, we're going to put the Azure Dragon on this side too, because there's a lot of stuff over here that are going to be a little bit more difficult to funnel. I don't really want to get hit by a lot of stuff. Okay, we're going to recall. Okay, Azure Dragon, you need to... Thank you. Yeah, clear that. King, Super Yetis. Gonna put our Earthquake right here. Pop the Warden ability first, I think, just to make sure that we funnel inside of these compartments and stuff. The one downside to this is like now I can't delay my king ability, right? Because he's getting just targeted right now. and he's dying. So like that was kind of a waste to time it like that, I feel like. But I don't really like what do you do? I don't know if this is better. Maybe the other Eternal Tome Rage Gem is just a better version of this, right? Man, this is not looking good either. Oh, I just wasted a revive because I forgot there's a Phoenix. that's not good. Okay, King should go to the Town Hall, I'm hoping at least. Oh yeah, this is not looking good at all. Well, at least King should get a Town Hall? Freak, are you kidding me? Definitely want that to go down. So we're going to revive the King. Oh, where are you going? King? Ooh, that was a little scary. Yeah, I don't know. What would you have done differently here? The Eternal Tome, I think, would have been a lot better because then I could delay my King ability, because if I don't use the ability early on, I feel like things started walking. If I do, now this is what happens. So I don't really know. All right, let's keep going. What a goofy base. Definitely want to put, I think, the Super Yetis right over here. Put a champion over on this side. Put the 𝗓𝗪𝗘𝗧𝗖𝗛 over here too. There's a lot of trash buildings that need to go down over there. Need to put like a super barb or something over there. Can we get that ricochet cannon? No. Okay. I don't wanna risk. Oh, you know what? Oh, where's my log launcher? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and go in. We're going to activate the King ability first and then the other thing later. I'm going to see if that works a little bit better. We'll put the Royal Champion back down. Okay, let's pop the Heroic Torch now. This is the one problem, is they start to split up a little bit. I don't know, because then not everything's really benefiting from this, so I don't really know exactly where... Like, the Queen goes to the left. She's useless now. Like, I can't revive her probably for the whole rest of the raid. Okay, let's revive the King. Phoenix is coming in clutch. Nice. Warden's gonna die. Dude, why is it targeting Warden again? Stop. Are we still okay, though? You might still... Well, oh, that's a big, scary raged up area right there. Oh, no. Yeah, I think here for sure the Eternal Tome would have been better. What do I even do? I can't revive anything. Oh, I just wasted a revive, too. I don't know about... I think that the other version of this is probably better. This doesn't feel stronger to me. I feel like I probably would have tripled these with the Eternal Tome. Everything feels a lot more vulnerable with this. And also... One thing that the walls do kind of force you to do is stay together kind of in a funnel, right? Because if one wall's broken, they all stay together, they damage buildings more. Whereas if there are no walls or the ability, they spread out, right? They go to whatever's closest. And so they don't stay in the nice group that you kind of want them to. So maybe the walls are actually more beneficial to this army than detrimental. All right, let's make this the last attack. And we'll kind of see how we feel after this. Now, this one, again, if I had I would attack this the same way if I had the Eternal Tome Rage. I would go from the opposite side of the Town Hall and work my way there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go from here. We're going to put one Super Barb down. A couple of Super Yetis over here with the 𝗓𝗪𝗘𝗧𝗔𝗓𝗓. Oh, that's not a dragon. That's an 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. Let's recall you. Please get that Broom Witch Azure Dragon. You need to get that. Okay, thank you. Then let's spam everything here. Put the Royal Champion right down with these guys immediately at the start. Okay, we're going to poison the CC. Because the CC's poisoned kind of a little ways away from the damage, I'll try and wait. Okay, we're going to actually use the king ability right now. I don't think I can wait. That's a lot of damage there. Now, this is the problem, right? There's no Eternal Tome, so like these guys are just, they're done, right? The Phoenix is going to help tank a lot. Let's pop the Warden ability now. Everything's going to get fast. We'll revive the Royal Champion again. But look, there's no Eternal Tome here, so like I feel like things are just getting roasted in the middle here. Town Hall isn't even down yet. Ooh. And now the ability's worn off, and we're kind of stuck on some awkward walls. Ah, Warden, why? We'll get that Ricochet Cannon. Probably should revive the Queen and try and get the Town Hall. Oh, please tell me we're going to get the Town Hall. Okay, we should with the Warden here. Oh, yeah. See, this definitely doesn't feel as good to me as the other piece of equipment. The Eternal Tome. I feel like the Eternal Tome would have crushed this base, right? I could have used that really early on, and we would have been safe for a while. Yeah, thoughts on the equipment. I have some ideas for cool tricks and things that are going to be good for bases you can scout, but probably not for Legend League. The equipment's okay, but there are so many really good Warden pieces of equipment that it doesn't outshine any of them in any army, I think. That's my opinion as of right now. Maybe people will find different ways to use it or optimize the timing and stuff to make it a little bit easier to use, but I am not impressed. Not like you said. I think I failed 3 of the 4 raids today, which I am crushing bases just with the Eternal Tome. Yeah, it feels definitely not as good, but that will do it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. By the way, quick edit at the very end of this video, just out of curiosity. I did some raids back to back. I did a few weird funneling things at the beginning, but I tripled the first time, and then on a different base with the Heroic Torch, I failed 3 times. And then I switched to the Eternal Tome and tripled it the very first time. So I think the Eternal Tome is just better with this army than the Heroic Torch. I think the Eternal Tome, if you're not taking any healing at all, you kind of have to have some sustain or something that's going to keep things alive. And the Heroic Torch just does not do that. The Eternal Tome does because it keeps things alive. And you really don't have any healing really at all with this army, right? The healers that I put in the army really don't do a whole lot because it seems like they die really early on. There's not really any protection or anything. So yeah, those are definitely my final thoughts. I think Eternal Tome flat out better. I don't know how you could really argue otherwise as of right now, unless you find a different way to use it, but that'll do it for this video.